idea that over 300 legislators have said that the situation should be changed is just incredible. Why didn't it happen? And one answer that's come up is bureaucracy. A few individuals have been hijacking the whole government. Watching the video, and I'd seen it before, and seeing it again, it was just as tragic. But the thing that struck me this time was a line something like, "Grey hairs grow one by one." And that tied in with what Professor Jackson said about justice delayed is justice denied. Former legislator Miss Xu made it absolutely clear to me that there was nothing special about Taiji men that would make them subject of such treatment. They were irrelevant almost. It was the tax office that I needed to understand. But I also now realize that there is actually something special about Taiji men. They're what my grandmother, who was a sort of fierce Scot, would call bloody-minded. They're not going to give up. They're gutsy. They're uncompromising. They're fighting not just for their own rights, but also for those of others, for Taiwan, and for the belief in the abstract concept of human rights, trying to make sure that it's a concrete reality that can be enjoyed throughout the world. Thank you, Taiji men. Good luck. Don't give up.
Without observance and adherence to the rule of law, then we have lawlessness. And that is what happened, in my opinion, in the Taiji men tax case. I have studied the Taiji men tax case for many years. I've read many documents related to the Taiji men tax case. And I believe that I have not seen more abuse of power than I have in the Taiji men tax case. And when government officials abuse power, it affects not only the victims of that abuse, but it affects all of us, because that means that the rule of law is not being followed. And that falls on all of us, whether the direct targets of that abuse or not.
They have been taught never to compromise, whatever the price to pay. Integrity, dignity, respect, compassion, love, and peace are at the heart of their values and of their lives. But some people and institutions have shamelessly violated their human rights to justice. The DC are the best ambassadors of Taiji men's teachings to the outside world because they are the living testimonies that their spiritual values can regenerate individuals and society. This is a major contribution of Taiji men to the spread of human rights in Taiwan. This is also a precious asset for the Taiwanese society and the image of the country abroad. But the National Taxation Bureau and its ally, Prosecutor Hu, nicknamed the Judicial Rambo, stubbornly remain deaf to their call for justice.
My second comment is, it's not about money. Taiji men spent probably more money in 24 years just in legal fees for paying the lawyers than they would have paid in settling with the tax bureau. But they don't want to settle, and they are right, because by settling, they would acknowledge they were guilty of tax evasion, and that goes both against factual truth and against their conscience. Comment number 3, some people listening to me may believe, oh, that's a minor case. There are much bigger problems in the world today, but it isn't. Justice, conscience are never minor problems. And first of all, this is a problem for Taiwan. Taiwan is in a difficult moment of its history. It needs friends. And these friends normally regard Taiwan as a beacon of religious liberty, which doesn't exist in mainland China and other countries in the region. Now, this is basically true. This reputation of Taiwan is well deserved, but there are some relics of the past. Taiwan came to acknowledge religious liberty through a bumpy road, and there are still some rocks around. This is one of these rocks from the past, and I'm afraid if this case is not solved, if there is no remedy for the injustice, Taiwan's international reputation will suffer, and the idea that Taiwan is a country where religious liberty is protected will be called into doubt.
L'affaire太极門a révélé les failles fondamentales de l'État, de droit et la façon dont le pouvoir de l'État a été détourné ou même abusé. Les représentants du gouvernement ont violé de nombreuses dispositions de procédure régulière dans l'affaire太极門. Taïwan a gagné la sympathie de nombreux pays et organisations dans le monde pour la défense des droits démocratiques en Asie de l'Est et la gestion transparente et efficace de la crise du Covid-19. Il est grand temps que cette vieille situation soit résolue en garantissant aux membres de太极門leurs droits humains et leur dignité et leur liberté de religion.
I think that we should all stand by太极門because, again, as the video brilliantly said, the battle of太极門is the battle for the most important, most essential human right, religious freedom, is the battle for freedom, is the battle for liberty, is the battle for justice, it is the battle for equal treatment of all before the law.